Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Dandavad Jai. Hari Bol.
Dandavad Jai.
Okay.
Govind.
Satyasar Prabhu is sick with some stomach flu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Dandavad Jai.
Dandavad Jai.
Satyasar Prabhu is sick with some stomach flu, so he was unable to join. So, he may try to join.
He said Hari Bol. Was he? Oh, did I hear something from him?
No. That was just an echo of the YouTube. It was your own voice. Okay. Jai Ho. Very good. So we'll try another different topic today.
What about our Anurag Sharma ji?
Anurag Sharma Prabhu will join at 7 or so, he said. Let's see. Anyway, we try to move forward. Hari Bol.
Okay.
Jai.
Hari Bol. Jai.
Hari Bol. Okay. Let's give it all that we have to seek the blessings of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Hari Bol.
Prabhu, I have a hard stop, 10:15. I need to stop because I have a call at that time. My office
Okay, 10:15, 45 minutes. 40 minutes.
No, in 1 hour. 1 hour, 15 minutes.
Oh, 1 hour, 15. Yeah, no, we won't go beyond that.
1 hour, 10 minutes, yeah, from now.
No, that's much more than. Okay. We'll briefly. Okay, let's just briefly sing the Jai Radha Madhav. Just quickly. Jai Radha. Oh, by the way, Prabhu, do you remember our Prabhu's, Mukunda Prabhu's tune of Jai Radha Madhav?
Yeah.
Why don't you sing that?
Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari.
Okay, go ahead. Yes.
Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jai Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana. 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 Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jai Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari.
Yeah. Hari Bol.
Jai.
Hari Bol. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I love the tune.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, yes.
I want to start singing Radha Madhav in this tune actually.
Yes, yeah.
Because this is a very special tune. Very
yeah.
Special. Okay. Om Agyan Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunditam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namah Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Padakamalam
Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha
Shri Rupam
Sagrajadam Sahagana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Deva
Shri Radha
Krishna
Padan
Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakanvitam.
Hey Krishna Karuna Sindhu
Hey Krishna Karuna
Jagatpate
दीनबंधु जगत्पते
गोपेश गोपिका
गोपेशा
कांत,
गोपिका कांता
राधा कांत
राधा
नमस्ते, तप्त
कांत
कांचन
नमोस्तुते
गौरांगी राधे
तप्त कांचन
वृंदावनेश्वरी,
गौरांगी राधे
वृषभानुसुते
वृंदावनेश्वरी
देवी प्रणमामि
वृषभानुसुते
हरि
देवी
प्रिये।
प्रणमामि हरि प्रिये
नमो महावदन्याय कृष्ण
नमः
प्रेम
कृष्ण
प्रदायते
प्रदायते
कृष्णाय कृष्ण
कृष्ण
चैतन्य नामने
चैतन्यनाम्ने
गौर तुषे
गूढे
नमः।
नमो नमः
जय श्री कृष्ण
जय श्री
चैतन्य प्रभु
कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु
नित्यानंद,
नित्यानंद
श्री
श्री
अद्वैत
अद्वैत
गदाधर
गदाधर
श्रीवास आदि गौर
गौर भक्तवृंद
भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण
हरे कृष्ण
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 हरे
हरे
हरे,
हरे हरे
हरे
राम
राम
हरे राम
हरे राम
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 राम हरे
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 हरे। पंचकल्पतरुभ्यश्च
पंचकल्पतरुभ्यश्च
कृपैव च
कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च
पतितानां
पतितानां
पावनेभ्यो
पावनेभ्यो
वैष्णवेभ्यो
वैष्णवेभ्यो
नमो
नमो
नमः।
नमः।
ओम विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले
कृष्णाय
श्रीमते
भूतले
भक्ति
श्रीमते
वेदांत
भक्तिवेदान्त
स्वामिनिति नामिने
स्वामिनिति नामिने
नमस्ते
नमस्ते
सारस्वते देवे
सरस्वते देवे
गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे
प्रचारिणे
निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे।
निर्विशेषशून्यवादी
जय श्री प्रभुपाद की जय,
की
शील गुरुदेव की जय, अनंत
जय
कोटि
श्री
वैष्णव वृंद
वैष्णव
की
वृंद की
जय।
जय।
हरि बोल। ओके प्रभु, सो
गोविंदा की जय।
हरि बोल जय,
हरि बोल
गोविंद
हरि
जय
बोल।
प्रभु की जय,
हरि
गोविंद
बोल
Hey Krishna, you can see my face, then I will disappear.
Dandavad, Hari Bol. Offer obeisance
धन्यवाद
is
प्रभु
glowing like anything, in spite of the stomach flu, not affecting at all.
I am suffering from stomach flu, so I'm going to lie down. But before I lie down, I want to give you both
But you are
darshan
glowing like anything. This bodily,
थैंक यू
it didn't make any difference at all.
because
Amazing.
this is a
Thank-
spiritual body you are seeing.
या
Yes, yes.
थैंक यू फॉर योर
Hare
दर्शन
Krishna, Govinda.
Hari
You
Bol.
are in the spiritual.
Hmm.
Yes, Govind Prabhu has been blessing us every
Yeah,
week.
he is also listening. He is also listening to the class.
Okay, Govinda.
He is in samadhi, and hopefully
Okay.
he'll help us.
Prabhu, I'm going to be in Yoga Nidra stage.
Yes,
So-
yes, always.
You keep
But
reciting.
you can, while if you are okay to keep yourself unmuted, and then you can bless in between, little bit you can keep blessing, because that
If-
blessing will be the
If you say something which is very interesting, then I may get awakened.
so you can take rest, whatever, but if you are okay, just keep saying some blessing in between. Okay.
Sure, Prabhu, will do. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hari Bol,
But by the
Jai.
way, I'm hearing all the classes, Prabhu. It was fantastic discussions and all.
Thank you. Hopefully we can continue this, Prabhu. Let's bring in some energy, and hoping all of you guys also come up with something which is connecting and inspiring with you and share. Okay.
Yeah. Nitya Gauranga, Prabhu, you cannot sleep.
Anyway, all of it is a
You have not even started the
conversation.
class yet. After starting
Huh?
the class, you sleep. It makes sense.
Huh?
Before starting the class itself, you are yawning. Very
No, class has
auspicious
started.
beginning. There
Class
is
has started 15 minutes ago, Prabhu.
This is called Mangalam. Yeah, okay, we'll get started. I would like to hear.
Okay.
Very good, Jai. Okay.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
So this topic is something which I haven't really prepared much presentation for this, but it came out as, I don't know where exactly kind of started also, but I remembered this somewhere. I heard this song. So this is the song from Hindi movie. So I think Nityavarang Guru may have heard this. I put that in the group also.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
Satyasar Prabhu may not have heard this, or
Oh, no, Prabhu. I did not hear, Prabhu.
yes. So the song is I will say it in that music also, because that music is very powerful. It's one of the extremely famous songs. Basically, there's nobody in North India, or at least the Hindi speaking, people in the world also would know this song. Extremely famous. Like,
Is it a old movie, Prabhu?
Yeah,
Very old movie songs.
1972.
Then in that
Yeah.
case, I would have heard it in my last birth.
It's possible. Yeah. None of us,
Because I was a Marwari. That's why I'm so attracted
In
to
the
this
previous,
Balram.
okay. Yeah.
This guy
each
came in
one
my
of us
life.
definitely was in a different place at that time.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm joking. Please go ahead, Prabhuji.
So basically, I'm trying to, you see this, I'll make a few points, but the final point will be the most important. So first we will just briefly, maybe I'll ask Nityagarang Prabhu if you don't mind, if you are okay to sing the initial part, and we will see.
Yeah.
So, because he is the best
Yes,
singer. So sing the initial part and see how we can see the real understanding of this. Okay, go ahead.
Zindagi
No, we have to start from the start. You know the start?
No, I don't. You should project
Go
the
from
lyrics.
the start. But I put
Project
this
the
one.
lyrics. No, project the lyrics. Then I can sing.
Oh, project the lyrics. Yeah. Okay. 1 second. I'll put it on this.
Prabhu, we are discussing Krishna conscious stuff only, right?
Yeah, Prabhu.
Yeah. It actually it connects. So Balaram Lila Prabhu has connected that
You
song.
think I'm doing this Bollywood?
I'm
session
joking,
or what?
Prabhu. I'm joking.
Yeah.
Because Govind is listening, that's why.
Yeah.
Oh, that's why you're saying that. Obvious. Yeah, that's okay. Because saying it in that music, I want to say that the power of music, man. Once you
Oh,
sing
yeah.
it just sticks with you. But I we can't, with at least between us, we can see that, we can utilize this power carefully, though, but we can utilize this power also to, here. This is, we're just going to sing this much, okay?
Okay.
Ye wala. Just this one, because later
Okay.
part has
Okay.
not so much relevance. Just this one. Just these two lines.
Okay.
You know this. I think you know this.
Yeah. Can I start?
Yeah.
एक प्यार का नगमा है, मौजों की रवानी है, जिंदगी और कुछ भी नहीं, तेरी मेरी कहानी है.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, what is this song? The meaning of this is एक प्यार का नगमा है, which means it's a song of love. Okay. मौजों की रवानी, at least one of the meanings is it's like a flow of ecstasy. Okay. मौजों की रवानी है. And the last line, most important, जिंदगी और कुछ भी नहीं, तेरी मेरी कहानी है. So maybe Satyasai Prabhu also understands this. This is it's a very supremely dramatic statement, actually, if you see what this, do you understand this, what this means, Satyasai Prabhu? The last line?
Oh, yes, Prabhuji.
You got it? The last line, जिंदगी और कुछ भी नहीं, तेरी मेरी कहानी है. Do you understand?
Yes, there's nothing in this life.
Yeah.
And your
Indeed,
story.
this life is nothing but just a story of me and you.
Yes.
Exactly.
So it's like a really dramatic statement, if you see. This life is nothing except for a story of yours and mine. That's it. This is life. He's giving a definition of life. So this is a very powerful thing. Let's say you can even call it whoever wrote it, a lyricist who wrote it. He is giving a definition of life. Okay, first of all, he has the audacity to do so, which should not be appropriate. So we could briefly talk about that also. He's giving a definition of life, that it is nothing but a story of yours and mine. Okay, and it's a song of love. It's a flow of ecstasy. Okay, now, first of all, I'll briefly cover the first point, that in this world of movies and dance and drama, and all that, right? They give this definition of life, basically, that life is nothing but the story of between the lover and the beloved, and essentially it turns out to be two humans. And obviously in movies it's mostly between boy and girl. But we could extend it to any other relationship also, but within this world. So first of all, is that true? Is that life is the life is between these two people? That is the definition of life. That
Yeah.
he's not saying that this is how I take life in that sense. Yeah, he's actually saying that this is life, basically. This is like the definition of life. The difference between it's like, okay, life may be anything else, but this is how I take life. Correct? But actually he's saying that that is life. Essentially, he's defining, he's making like an object. So it seems like he make an objective statement, not even a subjective. It's like that this is life. So first of all, is that true?
I mean, in material sense, it's a story between you and me. I mean, between two lovers, or it could be any two persons which you are too intimately connected. But it ends, the story ends as one of the person leaves this body, right?
Yeah, first of all, it ends there, or no, yeah, that's true. So we are like, it first of all ends when you end the body, but even within this life, this lifetime,
when the relationship also ends, it ends. I mean, when one of them doesn't want to continue the relationship,
one of them doesn't want to continue the relationship, then also it ends.
That's it ends.
Yes. So,
however,
so it ends when somebody wants to end that relationship discontinues because one person leaves, or something else happens because of which the relationship discontinues even in this lifetime, right?
Yeah.
So is that really life? So basically,
that definition itself is false. First of all, I'm talking it just from because you may say, first of all, as you are saying, see, I'm just trying to say the implications of this. First of all, you may say that life is nothing but a story between yours and mine. Yeah. That's what it is. That means that life is just between you and me. So that definition itself, first, my point is that the definition itself is a false. This is the first point. I think that it's a false. Now you may say, but why is it false? For me, it is for me, life is between just the two of us. This is the most important thing for me in life, right? But you will see, first of all, first of all, you will see there are so many other people also in your life who made your life, essentially. Even if let's not even talk about spiritual right now, let's say. So many other people who made their lives, who made our life, right? Who are part of our life, who have given so much in our life, correct? So it's an extremely selfish statement. That's first of all. It's not true, and it's not because if you're saying that to your lover, but what about your mother? What about your father? What about other people, right? Who have made your life? So this statement is false, right? Because your life is not just between the lover and the beloved. It's with so many other people. You have gained so much from so many other people. So that way it's false. So it is becoming too narrowed down. It is becoming too selfish. This is the first point I'm saying. Yes, correct?
Yeah.
And then this becomes a disaster also. Why it becomes a disaster? Because if you start looking at life this way, that life is just between this lover and this beloved, or just between these two people like that, then what happens? Because it's so narrowed down that way, it will lead to what? Basically, it will lead to what? I'm already writing it because we can cover this thing quickly. It will lead to conflicts, correct? That is our Prabhu was saying something. Maybe.
Yes, Prabhu, conflict, yeah, of course.
It will lead to conflicts now, because if I tell that my life is only between this, my lover and me, or my wife and I, or even let's say you will extend it, you may say between two people, or you may extend it, no, between just me and my family. That's my life. Okay, that life is just a story between you, because you're so lovingly saying to somebody, Teri, Meri, Kahaani hai. It's all just a story. Seems so loving, yeah? Seems so caring in that sense, but actually becomes the root for all kinds of conflict in this world. It is so narrowed down, it is so selfish. So that's the, what is looking, you know, if you think about this song, you think about this music, it sounds very mode of goodness type actually. And because previous songs used to be more good of goodness type. So it seems a very noble song in one sense, even noble, not just a lovey-dovey song. It sounds like a noble song, but actually it's a disaster. That's my first point. This thing, it's a disaster. You take this thing seriously with anybody, and you will cause a disaster in society. You're contributing to a disaster in society by doing this. By basically imbibing any part of this in your life. Because if you see Prabhupada in the Bhagavatam first canto, many cases talks about concentrated selfishness and then extended selfishness. You know this? You know this? Obviously, maybe you have heard this. He talks about in the first canto. Have you heard this? Huh? Yes or no?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah.
Concentrated selfishness is selfishness between you, your wife, or your family. Extended is between you, your society, your community.
Yes, exactly. So Teri, Meri, Kahaani hai. It can be very concentrated. It's just between me and my, the person I love, girl I love, or my wife. Like that can be very narrow. Or wife mein kids bhi include kar lo. That's like concentrated, right? In one way. And the next one can then go to, okay, this people, people who live with me, my extended family, my people in my community, or in our case, it could be, okay, only people who are part of my group in some way. It could be, part of this group, or it could be this part of my guru, or it could be part of ISKCON also, you can say only ISKCON, or it could be part of my community, South Indian, or this, or North Indian, this, or Indian. It can be different levels of selfishness like that. And at different levels, we can say to people like this, right? Teri, Meri means all between. It's just, we restrict it. We restrict this to a certain, this thing. And because of that restriction, we exclude some others from the group. And because of that, it will necessarily lead to a disaster, because it will lead to a conflict. So that is why life cannot be restricted, should not be restricted in this way. So that's my first point, which I'm saying. And it will eventually lead to our own frustration, conflicts, and our own frustration at the end. That was my first point. So you can see by all of these such things, Bollywood, etc., cause a disaster. Such language goes into the culture of people. Even with the Bollywood and all of these, they create a disaster. It may be a gradual disaster, but it's a disaster. Gurujan Prabhu was saying somewhere sometime that actually Bollywood, because it started and all of that, because they're utilizing all of these gifts of God, music, dance, drama, these and other things, which are so powerful things, but they bring in these concepts to increase the lust. And that causes a gradual disaster, but a very deeply rooted disaster. So that is the first point. Now the second thing I wanted to say was, does that apply in any now? So then we can say that, okay, remove this song altogether. That's one option. But now we can try to see, does this song apply? Can this song actually be true in another context? This is the question.
Yeah, in spiritual world, our story, our relationship with Krishna is unique, right? Every jiva has a unique relationship with Krishna, and that story is never ending. Even though we come into the material world, when we go back to Krishna, as you can see, the time that you have spent in the material world is like just a flash. So our story with Krishna continues with a small gap that we have come into material world, and
Yeah.
so our relationship with Krishna, our story with Krishna is unique, and that continues. That's my 2 cents. It's everlasting.
Yes. Yes. So now the point, yes, wonderful. So this is the point. This statement or this song is actually true, but you only have to replace who you are addressing it to. You only have to replace the object of the song. So, एक प्यार का नगमा है मौजों की रवानी, जिंदगी और कुछ भी नहीं, तेरी मेरी कहानी है. So we can say this to somebody which is true. It's like, let's say I am saying this. We can say it individually. We are saying it to somebody. We are singing it, in fact, to somebody. Right? As they say in the Brahma Samhita, every word is a song and every step is a dance. Right? In the spiritual world.
Spiritual world.
Again, we are singing it, but we are singing it to whom? We're singing it to
Krishna.
Krishna, the perfect person. So that perfect person, Krishna, the most loving and lovable person, the definition of life, Zindagi, is that life is nothing but the story of yours and mine. Now we can analyze this and see how we even practice some of this. So you can share your thoughts also. I have put some of the thoughts based on whatever we heard. So one thing, so what does it mean when I'm saying life is nothing but a story between yours and mine, right? That means essentially I'm saying really my definition is that I am yours and you are mine. This is life. This is life. That's it, basically. So I was remembering there is a statement by Bhaktivinoda Thakur there, and even there is a session by Keshavanand Prabhu also, where he quotes this Bhaktivinoda Thakur. He said one of the core concepts of devotional service is, Bhaktivinoda Thakur says in a song, Ami to tomar, tumi to amar.
Kukur. Ami to tomar kukur.
Ami to tomar kukur wo hai. Yeah. And usi song mein yaad usse, Ami to tomar, tumi to amar is one of the basic tenets of devotional understanding. That I am, or you can say Brijvasi's understanding also. I am yours and you are mine, like that. So you are, and to the extent that you are like, you basically. So you can say it this way, that it could be understood this way, that basically if you say this, and basically life, this is life essentially, that I am yours and you are mine. This is life. There is nothing outside of this essentially, which is life. You cannot say that anything in my life which is there by definition, which is outside of this concept, that Ami to Tomar, Tumi to Amar. With whatever I think, say, do, whatever, and whatever I have received and whatever I give is all around you only. Is all around you. Because if usme kya ho raha tha, like I was saying in the previous one, well, but there are so many things that, you may say life is between you and me, but you have received so much from somebody, so many other people and all that. So how can you say life is just between you and I? But here, this statement is true because everything in life and everyone in my life, that you can say everything and everyone in my life is from you, is of you. I mean, it is yours, and it has come from you. It is of you. It is from you, and it is for you. Because is there anything in my life which can say that didn't come from God? Can you say anything?
No.
Even the devotees, even my spiritual master, Krishna is the original spiritual master, Jagde, Jagat Guru.
Jagat Guru.
Jagat Guru.
Vande,
And he
Vande
has sent his
Krishnam Jagat Guru.
representative. He sent his representative. So everything, spiritual, material, everything, that's what he says now. We'll analyze the Chaturshloki Bhagavad Gita in this context. But everything is coming from you. Everything is yours. Including mine. I am also yours, basically. I am also yours. Everything and everyone is yours. And that is why everything is for you also. Because they are yours, that's why they are there for you. Correct? So now, that means, that is Ami to Tomar, Tumi to Amar. Like that. So, and that is why Ami to Tomar Kukur, Tumi Amar Thakur. What is that Ami to Tomar? I am your Kukur, you are my Thakur. Right? Same, this thing. So, that means, yes, Zindagi aur kuch bhi nahi, Teri Meri Kahaani hai. Correct? What is life but a story between you and me, my Lord? That's it. This is life. It's our story. There is nothing beyond of that. I can see everything in that light. My parents, yeah, they have come from you. My wife and kids and this and that, whatever. You name it, everyone, everything is coming from you. It's of you. And that is why they are all for you also. So eventually what it is between you and I. So that I'm bringing up the point that relationship with Krishna is most exclusive, and yet, what is it? You're not able to say that. So this is the key, one of the key things, all inclusive. And this is only possible with Krishna. Now, I had heard in a lecture, love by definition is exclusive. You say, I love, that means you can't, I love this, I love them, ye wo. But when you love somebody, it has to be like, yes, anything and everything for you. That's it. And by definition, you can't say that to like pretty much everybody, no? You can't. It's a love by definition is exclusive. It's very exclusive. It's like only for you. But if you direct that exclusive love to somebody other than Krishna, then you will end up excluding others. Right? And that will become the source of conflict and disaster and everything like that. But if you direct it to Krishna, which Bhagavatam says is the root, that example you can, then because Krishna is the root, it becomes all inclusive and everybody gets nourished also. That is why love is only possible with Krishna. That is what Krishna said, that there is no love in this material world, etc. It's only possible with Krishna. It is not possible with somebody else. We have heard this before. But why is that the case? And then how is that not a problem? Like they say, now they have made na Manav Seva, Madhav Seva. They say now serving humans is serving God. It's the other way. Serving God is serving humans. And serving God is not just serving humans, it's serving everyone. So, only possible love is with God. So you can say this song, but you can say this song actually only to one person. And in that light, you will end up loving everybody else. When you say you, so that means if you are expressing your love to somebody else, like you and I, all of us here, we are friends, right? We are friends, but that relationship, that friendly love that we can say is in the light of the fact that we are all trying to water the root Krishna. Then that friendship is there, that friendship love is there, right? But if I say to any of you that Zindagi aur kuch bhi nahi, Teri Meri Kahaani hai, that is the cause of disaster. So this is one of the key points for today. Love for Krishna. Love is only possible with Krishna, because love is very exclusive. But Krishna is the only special person. If you show full exclusive love to him, it means all-inclusive love for everybody else. That's why this song, the only object of this song, the true object of this song is Krishna. Okay? Now I will come another point. Hari bol. Okay?
Yes, bro.
Move to the next point. The next point is, how do we look at life then when it comes to different situations that we get exposed to? This is the next point. That when we get exposed to tribulations in life, troubles in life, etc. But so then what do we say to Krishna? Now we think everything in this context of this song. Okay? So you are facing a big trouble in life. So what would be, we are, then we are saying ki zindagi aur kuch bhi nahi. So somebody came and he is, create disaster in your life. Either some person came who has created a big trouble in your life, or some natural disaster has happened, or you lost our job, or this, or whatever, something. Some troubles have happened in your life, correct? So now, how do you see this thing? How do you see this thing? That zindagi aur kuch bhi nahi, Teri Meri Kahaani hai. But we saw that somebody gave us immense trouble. Some person has caused disaster for me. So we can take the example of Pandavas. So they were experiencing like horrible things in their life, right? So when they are facing that horrible thing, how can they sing this song? It's a good question, right? So here we can see that a certain person is troubling me. Somebody is troubling me. But it is actually coming from whom? So, usme we have to expect the point that we have to send that finally, actually, we can say it directly. Finally, it is coming from Krishna. It is coming from Krishna. Right? Any action finally comes from Krishna. The 5 factors of action. Finally, he is the one who is approving it. My Lord, this trouble is coming in my life, whatever, but finally it is coming from you. It is looking like a trouble, but actually it is your love which is coming in the form of this. This person, this situation is acting but nothing like an agent. Ashlishya padaratam pinastumam adarshanan marmahatam karotuva. You may trample upon me, you may give this trouble, you may do that, and you may do this, right? You may do this, you may cause this. So you are only causing it. But you are my mat pranathastu sa eva na para. There is no other one in my life. जिंदगी और कुछ भी नहीं, तेरी मेरी कहानी है. Because I know you are a perfect person. And you, everything is finally coming through you. So you would only give me what is the best for me. I have that complete confidence. That's it. So because I have that complete confidence, I know I'm not confident because that is true. No, I have that confidence. Why? Not because I'm making it up, because it is true. In the life of a devotee, Krishna personally takes all the karma in their hands and then delivers it however is the very best. So in the greatest tribulations in life, I can come to you in my Lord and say, Zindagi aur kuch bhi nahi, Teri Meri Kahaani. Why? Because ek pyar ka nagma hai. It is a song of love. It's a flow of ecstasy. It's a song of love. It is your loving reciprocation only, my Lord. Nothing else. And obviously the same applies when I am getting great, some material benedictions and praises, and you name it what. The same thing applies. You go and say in front of God, Zindagi aur kuch bhi nahi, Teri Meri Kahaani, because you are only giving it, my Lord. It's just your kind mercy. I don't deserve any of these things or whatever. It's all yours only. The same thing happens when. So it doesn't matter what situation, the song applies always. So that's the second point we are trying to make. Okay. That's how that song applies. Now, the third point I wanted to make today was, while we are doing our practices, we are doing reading, we are chanting, this, all of these different things, that whatever we are trying to do, while trying to do this, we can remember this, the song, we can remember this thing. And then we will be able to say that I can see, I can chant, I can read, I can serve with this thing in mind, that my Lord, this is the Zindagi, this life is nothing but between you and I. So I'm trying to serve with this. Because then what do you do? That's how you, because I'm yours, you are mine. Life is between you and me. So what else is there to do but to connect with you? What there is there to do except to, what else is there essentially? Because once we say this, there is nothing else to do essentially. What else is there to do? It will very naturally follow what else is there to do but to develop this relationship more and more. Between you and I, that's it. Between you and I, does it develop this relationship between you and I? How do I develop this relationship? For that, obviously, I'll hear about you, I'll speak about you, I will remember you, I will serve you, I will, worship you, I will pray to you. I will pray means I will talk to you. I will be your servant. I will develop my friendship with you, and I'll completely submit myself to you. That is the final ultimate of the relationship. That's it. Navavida Bhakti. This Navavida Bhakti is following naturally because what else is there to do? So these regulations which I've been following, I start thinking of them not so much in terms of a strict regulation, but start thinking of them more in terms of a wow, what a privilege, what a wonderful thing I'm getting a chance to do, to develop this thing. What a nice, sweet thing. The sweetness will start coming into this. Sweetness will start coming. So while I'm chanting, I'm remembering, my Lord, I'm related to you. I am your servant. I am yours. That's why I'm chanting your name. Please accept me. Please engage me in your service because I am connected with you. I'm one of the translations of the Maha Mantra, Prabhupada gave in one of the conversations or somewhere. He said, you're like feelingly calling out, my friend, my friend, my friend, like that. So we're developing this connection. We're saying, yes, Krishna, I want to connect with you. I want to serve you. I want to, like that. So that's the mood in which we are chanting. We're calling out his name in that way. That's the mood in which we are reading. And so that way, the final thing I'm saying, we can read the Chaturshloki Gita, the essence of the Gita or the Sikshastakam with all this in mind. So if you read the Chaturshloki Gita, you say, Aham sarvasya prabhavo mattah sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvitaha. So what is happening here? So you will see, so you know that Mahaprabhu said that the entire Vedic knowledge is basically only talking about three things. Yeah. Sambandha, Abhideya, and Prayojan. Sambandha, relationship. Abhideya, to try to develop that relationship. And Prayojan is just the ultimate culmination of the relationship. So it's all about that I'm related to you. That means it's all about love. So every verse that I read, I can actually see Krishna's love in it. That means every verse that I see, I can see कि जिंदगी और कुछ भी नहीं, तेरी मेरी कहानी है. That loving connection I can see between every word. So let's see the Chaturshloki Gita. So we are saying, I am the source of all spiritual and material. Krishna is lovingly saying, he's selling it to us as if like you can imagine also like Krishna is making you sit on his lap. Okay, like a child, right? We are at his lotus feet, we can say we are at his lap. And Krishna is saying, my dear child, or whatever, like that. Nitya Gauranga, Prabhu, like that. Or Satyasar Prabhu, or my dear Haryanvi Bhakta, Anurag Sharma Prabhu. Please remember, I am the source of everything, including your own source. I am the source of all spiritual and material worlds. Everything is coming from me. And the wise who know this, they basically engage in my loving service. They serve me lovingly. And they worship me with all their hearts. Bhava. Lovingly they serve me. Everything is coming from me. Everything is mine. You are also mine. So what else is there to do? But you lovingly now serve me, connect with me. There you go. So you're seeing that it's a loving statement And Krishna is saying that, yes, all of these people who are wise, who truly know things properly, they lovingly serve me. So why don't you also do that? I already love you. You're coming from me only. So why don't you love me? Why don't you lovingly serve me? That will be the most beautiful thing to happen. Okay. And then we can go to the next. Machchita madgata prana bodhayantah sarasparam kathayantascha mam nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha. Again, now he's talking about love. The thoughts of my pure devotees dwell in me. This is love. Right? So your thoughts should also dwell in me. Here, think about me. Their lives are devoted to my service. Right? Love. They derive great satisfaction and bliss, always enlightening one another, conversing about me. How beautiful. Because that's what happens in a loving thing, that they are always talking about me. They are, this is love. A mother is always talking about the child because she's in love with the child. Or a lover is talking about his beloved, thinking about his beloved and driving great satisfaction and bliss, because that's love. So the essence of Bhagavad Gita is love. The essence of Bhagavad Gita is that Zindagi aur kuch bhi nahi, Teri Meri Kahaani hai. And then Krishna saying, I also love you so much. This is what you are doing. This is what I am doing. Tesham satata yuktanam bhajatam priti purvakam. Priti purvakam is love. Purvakam, priti is love. In loving ecstasy, Prabhupada is translating. To those who are constantly devoted to serving me with love in this way, what do? I give the understanding by which I can bring them to me. This is love. Now, what love means? You want the beloved to come to you? Yena mam upayanti te. I do everything so that they can come to me. What is this? I mean, it's nothing but this is life. This is the essence of the Bhagavad Gita. We can look at so many things, but this is the essence of Bhagavad Gita. Tesham evanu kampartham aham ajnana jam tamaha nashyami atma bhavasto jnana deepena bhasvata. I show them special mercy. Evanu kampartham. I show them very special mercy. Love. And I destroy with the shining lamp of knowledge the darkness born. Right now, I agree. You are not able to understand this. You have been ignorant and all that. But I personally do this. He doesn't say that. He doesn't say that. I will get this done. I personally do this. Aham ajnana jam tamaha. Such a personal, loving connection. So, if this is the essence of the Bhagavad Gita, then we can see that it's all about love. And we can read and hear. That's why in Bhagavatam it is said, Pibatam rasamalayam. We have to drink this rasa, this love, not just see it as an intellectual exercise. And then we can see this song, Zindagi aur kuch bhi nahi, Teri Meri Kahaani. And what to speak of Shikshashtakam, where Mahaprabhu is taken to the pinnacle of love, and just by the name and all of that, every verse is just an ever increasing step towards love. What is in Shikshashtakam, right? We won't have the time to go through all of that, but that is pretty obvious. What is the he's saying, I made it so easy for you. He's telling all the benefits in the first verse. Again, quickly say the 7 benefits of the first verse. That, hey, in love, you are, first of all, lovingly, he's calling us by telling, hey, you will gain so many things. Anandam ambudhi vardhanam, pratipadam purnamita swadanam. All of these things, I will take you out of this. I will take you out of this bhava maha davagni. It will remove the dust from your heart. The ignorance will be removed. I'll take you out of this bhava mahadavagni. You are currently in that, but I'll take you out of this. I will spread the lotus of the fragrance of Shreya Kairava Chandrika Vitaranam. Gradually, you will develop this fragrance of attachment to me. The lotus of your consciousness will blossom, and then Vidyavado Jivanam, you will understand true knowledge, the essence of all knowledge, the life of all knowledge. Anandam Ambudhi Vardhanam, Patipadam Purna Amrita Swadanam. You will be fully victorious. It's a loving thing he's saying. And then he's talking about, the holy name and how holy name is so merciful. He has come in the form of the holy name just to bring us to him. But unfortunately, we have not developed the attraction to him. He's giving us the way how to do it. By Trinadapi Suni Chena Tarori Vasavish Namani Namanadina Kirtaniya Sada Hari. Then he gradually more and more love is developing where, I don't want this and that, Dhanam. I don't want anything of this world. Although you are the Lord of the universe, I don't want anything of this universe. I want one thing. I want loving connection with you. Bhavatad bhakti rahe tu ki tvai. Why? Because I am your eternal servitor. Mahaprabhu, in the form of a devotee, is praying this to Krishna, right? He's teaching us that I am. What is my position? My only position is one. Ainand tanuja kinkaram. Life is between you and me. Zindagi aur kuch bhi nahi. Teri meri kahani hai. Ainand tanuja kinkaram. I am your eternal servitor. But I have fallen away from you. My own mistake. Horrible. Please put me back. When will my eyes be decorated with tears of love flowing constantly when I chant your holy name? When will my voice choke up? When will the hairs of my body stand on end at the recitation of your name? What is this? Love. More and more increasing expressions of love. Then, what to speak of the final two verses? A moment, O Govinda, in your separation is greater than a yuga. And tears are flowing from my eyes in this separation of yours. Such deep fire of, service, sacrifice, and separation, which is there in the heart of the devotee. Such fire of guilt also, fire of service, sacrifice, and separation. And finally, you may do this to me, my Lord, that to me, my Lord, there's that, whatever, but you are, whatever may come, whatever may happen, etc. But you are my most worshipful Lord unconditionally, and nobody else. Tusa eva na para. That's it. Again, zindagi aur kuch bhi nahi, teri meri kahani hai. It's between you and I, my Lord, only. So everything we can try to see and analyze from this perspective. That's a loving connection between you and I, so exclusive, my Lord, so exclusive. So that way, एक प्यार का नगमा है, मौजों की रवानी है, जिंदगी और कुछ भी नहीं, तेरी मेरी कहानी है. Hare Krishna. Right at the bottom of the hour or the top of the hour there. Hare Krishna.
Hari Bol, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. I didn't sleep, Prabhu, because you kept me very interesting.
Hare Krishna. Now
I mean,
I
superb,
kind of
very-
kept saying more because I wanted to be on time. But now I'm very happy to hear from all of you. What are your thoughts?
Very nicely you connected, and I absolutely loved it.
Yeah. Yes, Prabhu.
Thank you so much for your kind encouragement. But I really want to hear specific understanding and realization. That will be greatly nourishing for me. So please share more. What discussion basically?
Basically, it is a story between us, like individual soul and Krishna. But in the story, we have forgotten. Like we have lost our memory. We have forgotten our beloved friend.
Yeah.
So this Krishna, through this instruction, Chaturshloki Bhagavad Gita, he's saying that he wants us to revive and get connected and continue in the story of that loving relationship, because we forgot. And I'm talking in the perspective of that song.
Yeah.
Like that song is meant for Krishna in the individual soul, but then
Yeah.
we forgot, came to the material world, and then we are singing the same song, but we are considering in every life somebody to be our permanent
Yes.
companion.
Yeah.
And we are getting deluded, but after that life, that's gone. The story is only pertaining to that life only.
Yeah.
So now Krishna is enlightening us. I mean, this song, if you take in the spiritual perspective, yes, that is an eternal loving story between the individual soul and Krishna. Once we realize, then we'll reinstate ourselves and continue our eternal loving relationship with Krishna, which
Yeah.
is a unique story between you and between the individual soul and Krishna. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a sweet thing, no?
Yeah.
Yes, Prabhu. I agree with you, whatever you said, Prabhu. But it's very interesting that love is exclusively for Krishna only.
Yeah.
So we say love very easily, right? I love you. I love my wife. I love my children. But love definition is only for Krishna, actually. Other than that, it's not love.
Yeah.
It is perverted. So Grahasthas with kids will have a problem with the statement. How is it possible, right? How can you say that love is only for Krishna? So, but unfortunately, that is the fact.
But
mean,
that's where, but that is where the whole point is. It is
Exactly.
most exclusive and still it is all inclusive.
Exactly.
That
Yeah,
is
I
the
mean, it doesn't
point
mean
here.
it's not.
No, but that is the key
Include
point.
others.
That is why,
Mm.
because I kind of, for me, it started in this way. Because, you know, I was writing the points about this seminar earlier. Before I thought of this song, I was thinking about that because we've heard this before. It is most exclusive. It is as exclusive as it can get. It's like really exclusive. Only Krishna. And then it is all inclusive. Because Krishna is all inclusive, most exclusive as a person, and still he is all inclusive. That point is that you have to do, because you will now, you and I, and it's like I can really love you as a friend, but I can truly love you as a friend if I truly love Krishna. Why? Because Krishna loves you. That's the point. Krishna loves you. Krishna loves Satyasar Prabhu, right? So if I love Krishna, but I don't love Satyasar Prabhu, then I don't love Krishna. Because I should love the people Krishna loves. How I express that love? Obviously, I don't love a tiger by embracing him. All those things we know. Yeah. So how I express that love is one detail. But it has to be in that light. It has to be, and like between two hands, there is a body. That example Prabhupada gives. You love the other hand, not directly. You love the other hand through Krishna.
See, I heard it in one of the lectures, actually. Okay. It is, of course, it is very precisely exclusive. But Acharya said that when you talk about Krishna, the Krishna includes three things within him. One is his plenary expansions, right? Yatecham sakalapam sa Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. So, his plenary expansions, Vasudev, Shankarshan, whatever, right? All the avatars, good thing. So you cannot say, I love Krishna, but I don't love Sankarshan or Anirudh, Pradyumna, or any avatar.
Yes.
Yes. Number one. Number two, Krishna also includes all living entities, jivas.
Yeah.
Because Mama Vamso Jiva Loke.
Yeah.
So in that way, yes, by loving Krishna, I love my children, my wife,
Yes.
everybody.
Yes.
Then the third is Bhumi Rapo Nalo Vayu. So Krishna also includes all his energies, external energies within
Yes.
him.
Yes. Yes.
So you use it in his service. So in that way, yes, it is exclusive precisely,
Yes.
but it is also inclusive of
There is both at the same time.
exactly.
But don't reverse it. People try to reverse it. They say, okay, I will just love the humans. That's where it becomes a problem. But at the same time, you love God, but you don't realize that God includes them, all of them. Then, then again, you are like that. Is also, it's like a Kanishta. He doesn't understand the proper concept of God. He's worshipping the deity, but he's, let's say, not respecting the Vaishnavas. That's the definition of a Kanishta. He cannot.
Right.
So you become the Kanishta. So in that light, that's how they become. That's how they are. And that becomes the basis for preaching. Why are you preaching? Because you love these people. Prabhupada loved the people of this world, right? That is why he took all the pains, risked his life for his disciples. So many of them are risking their lives. Why? That reason. So this understanding is most exclusive. So it's always between me and Krishna. Most exclusive, but all
Right,
important.
Prabhu. And also another example comes to my mind, Srila Prabhupada gives, right? So if you have $1 million, you have $10 already, or $100 already included in it.
Yes.
If you have only $100, then $1 million is not included in it. So it's like that.
This is a very good example. Yes. So that's how, if you try to love somebody exclusively, you forgot that I'm loving this person because he is a part and parcel of Krishna, and I want to help this person to connect to Krishna. That is my purpose. Now, for that purpose, I may help him in this way, that way, whatever. But my purpose is to help this person to connect to Krishna, to love Krishna. Because he's also part and parcel of Krishna. That's why I love him. That's how I love him. That's the purpose of loving him. Not to love him because, without that understanding of the relationship. Then there you go. You broke it, basically. You broke that basic point. Everybody should be connecting with Krishna. This is the purpose. Everybody should be loving Krishna. For that purpose, I love people, or I care for them, I serve them, so that they can also connect with Krishna. Like that. The
Wonderful session.
most exclusive, all inclusive. So we can't be that. That is why, because with anybody else, this is not possible. That's why love is not possible with Krishna, other than Krishna. Independently, not possible. Not possible. That's it. And then the other points also, which will follow from that. Any other thing?
No, that's all, Prabhu. I want to take medicine.
Yeah. Please go ahead if you have to leave.
But a fantastic.
But I wanted to please meditate on the other points also, because that's why I try to separate that. And if you have to make any comment, you can do now. If you have to leave, you can leave. We can.
Right, but looking
Yeah,
forward to
Balaramla Prabhu, this is amazing. And also, I was thinking on the same lines on this song.
Okay,
okay, Prabhu. I'll have to.
Satyasai Prabhu, I mentioned. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was thinking the same thing on this lines. Have you ever thought? I know this is also a very, very famous song. तू प्यार का सागर है, तू प्यार का सागर है, तेरी एक बूंद के प्यासे हम, तेरी एक बूंद के प्यासे हम, प्यार का सागर.
That song is good because he's actually.
That is amazing.
It is nice.
Yeah, he's connecting directly with God in that.
In that one,
Krishna
that
itself,
because it's about God only directly. Because
amazing.
Krishna is a song. Krishna is the ocean of love.
Ocean of love, and then
I'm trying to get a drop of that, my Lord.
I'm so thirsty for a single drop.
Yeah, that's it.
एक बूंद के प्यासे हम.
Yeah.
इतना meaning है. I love that song. One of my favorite songs.
Yeah. It's one of the best songs. It's one of the best.
Yeah.
Obviously, in that it's beautiful because it's directly about song. So,
Yeah.
so this is it, because Krishna is such an ocean of love. I
Yeah.
want one drop of that, just one
Yeah.
drop. That's it. If I can
Yeah.
get a drop of that, my Lord, drop of a portion of a drop of that, it'll overwhelm me, can overwhelm
Yeah.
the world, basically.
Yeah.
That's, yeah, which is, I will make a note here with another song, which, so many songs actually. You can
Yeah.
take
Yeah.
a little bit of that and use it in some way, be
Yeah.
careful how you use it, but you can, it's true.
Yeah.
Any other point before you drop?
That's it, Prabhu.
But meditate on these other points also, that once you see that, then, because that was one point. Second, everyone, so just summarizing, one, it is most exclusive and still all inclusive. Okay?
Yeah.
That's only possible with Krishna. Second, everyone and everything coming in my life is through you, my Lord.
Yeah.
That's it. So every circumstance coming in my life, circumstance coming in my life is nothing but your loving reciprocation.
Yeah.
That's a, we have to try to practice it more and more, so that when the tougher situations come, I can still practice that. I realize that nobody else is doing anything. Nothing else is doing anything except you are sending me this most loving gift.
Yeah.
And then, obviously, that all reading and chanting, everything that I do, all the Navavidha processes that I do are nothing but to develop that relationship with you.
Yeah.
Chanting, I think that way. While if Chatur Shloki and Shikshastakam are about that, that means every verse is like that, because they are the
Yeah.
essence. Every verse is about Sambandha. Developing that Sambandha. And Sambandha is what? Sambandha is Prem, basically. It's a loving relationship. Is
Yeah.
about love.
Yeah. Yeah.
So every verse is about that. Every verse we have to see in that light.
Yeah.
So you try to do that. By the way, this is one of the homeworks. You can, while we are doing your reading, see how you will see, oh, this is a loving, Krishna is making me sit at his lotus feet. Sit in his lap, you can also say. His lap is so big, he can have everybody in the lap, right? So he's making me sit in the lap and he is telling me this. Or his devotees are telling me this about Krishna. One of the two things are happening, right? So
Yeah.
that's it. That's Machita Amadgata Prana Bodhayanta Parasparam. Yeah. So try to see everything in that light. Now see what is it. You share me your experience of reading like that. That will be a nice thing to see. How does it change how we are reading and thinking about it? Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
The whole life has to change from this way. Imagine
Yeah.
imagine this love story, though. We're part of a love story. That's nice, huh?
Mm.
What? Everybody likes love stories.
Yeah.
But now we can be part of we don't have to leave love stories. We just have to get into the right love story. Hari Bol. That's why all movies are about love stories, because everybody wants to be part of a love story. There you go, the love story. Hari Bol.
Yeah.
Jai.
Yeah. Jai Prabhu. Hari Bol Prabhu. Yeah. Hare Krishna.